my feel-good breakfast show.
This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show Espresso. We're on 3 now. It's been an extremely feel-good morning so far. Acoustic Element warming up, making sure that they're performing after this. And then Grace, Grace, when you come, I know that you bring sugar and happy desserts and apple and pear crumble.
Oh yes, it's still winter, Ilana, and so this is going to smell amazing.
Okay, let's get started. How do I make it?
Well, we're going to start with the filling first. So I've got 4 apples here and 2 pears.
Okay.
So we're just going to
Did you peel them? Because I know that you have to take the skins off first.
Yes, you have to take the skins off and take the core out.
It's a schlep, eh?
Oh no, it's not.
It's hard work, man.
No.
Anyway, but...
Well, it's better than saying your apologies to the people who are eating your food.
It is better.
It's easier. Right, so let's get, you want to put the pears in?
Yes.
While I rescue this piece of lemon that has wandered
fine.
into
That has wandered in there. That doesn't want to come out. So I'm going to take this one out already.
Yeah.
So how many? You've put less pears in than the apples.
Yes, this is just to sweeten the whole thing up because pears are nice and sweet and it gives it a nice texture as well.
Okay.
And
You've
then
cut them into little small pieces.
It's
Okay.
nice and even so that they cook evenly. So
Right.
then the zest of an orange, that's just to give it nice citrusy.
Oh, it smells
kind
good.
of-
It smells so much fun
lovely.
in here.
And then you can pour in the orange juice.
Okay, so a little bit of orange juice.
Yes, it's about 60 mils there, yes.
Okay, what else can
some
go in here?
sultanas.
Some sultanas. How
That's
many?
also
Do you want
add
all of them?
All of them.
Okay,
Throw
so
them all in. We're not
sultanas.
shy when we bake. And some cinnamon, because cinnamon and apple just goes beautifully together. And
Sure,
then
this-
cloves.
Cloves as well?
You must take these out once they cook. You
Okay.
don't want your guests
To eat them.
Eat them, yeah.
Okay.
So we're just going to simmer this 5-10 minutes. You don't want the fruit to go all mushy. You want it to stay
A little bit
so you
crunchy.
can see it, so that you can still see the shape.
Okay.
But you do want it to be kind of nice and soft
Oh,
and
it smells
nice.
good,
Yeah,
Grace.
it's going to be lovely.
So you don't want them mushy. I thought you
No.
have to cook them until they, because I've made a crumble once and I think I overcooked the fruit.
Well, you just don't want it mushy because then it takes away that texture in your mouth. So you just
okay.
cook it until they're not,
Nice
they
and
still keep
yeah,
their shape.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got some here that I've prepared already.
Okay.
And then we're going to spoon this into the ramekins. So make sure you don't get too much of that syrup that you've made with the fruit.
So I see that you scoop around it. I mean, do you want to get the syrup thicker or is it okay
Not
if
too
it's still
much.
runny?
Not too, not too much. It will be nice and thick. Now, you know what? You must save the syrup. This on vanilla ice cream.
You see,
Ooh.
that's the language I speak.
That's something
It's
else.
a love food language. I can deal with it.
It's nice and spicy and
My
sweet.
mouth's actually salivating. It smells like Christmas in here.
But that's
the smell.
yeah.
It smells like
It
my
does.
mother-in-law's house. It's beautiful. Okay, so
So let's make the crumble now. So I've
Yes.
got some flour in here, then some baking powder.
Okay, and I
That
see you've
in
made a
there.
little bit.
That's the walnuts over there.
Okay, a little bit of salt. Is that salt?
That's salt and then walnuts because this is going to make it nice and a nice warm and crunch to it.
See what you've
you
done. It's a
mix
little
that
bit of a
in there.
cheat, eh?
Okay, I'm rolling up my sleeves for this part.
That means she's getting in there.
I'm going to get my paws in.
Literally.
Okay, so this is butter. So I'm just going to put it nice soft because you need it at room temperature.
Listen, I've got issues with butter. Can you put it in the microwave to room temperature? Because it always melts.
You can, but don't let anybody hear me say that.
Because I find that it runs everywhere. So you
No,
probably...
you know what? Maybe 5-second bursts, and then turn it over because the microwave starts
That's
warming up from the
trick.
center.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So what do we do now?
Are you gonna get your?
I will, but
yeah.
I have to take the diamonds off.
all that Lani diamond of yours. Yeah.
Okay, so I mix this through and then what?
So you want to make nice big breadcrumbs of it. Get it nice and even.
Okay.
And it's really quick. You know.
Okay.
This is nice.
I think my bowl's too small, but anyway. So once this has gone through, what do I do with the actual...
Then this is the quick part. You're just going to put some on top of your filling.
Okay. And I see that you've put a little bit of sugar in there as well. Where does the sugar
We haven't
go?
put our sugar in here yet.
Okay,
pop
so
it
sugar
in.
goes in there. Speaking of which, our keyword for this morning is Selati. So Selati to 3378 so that you can recreate this recipe at home and also create a beautiful, beautiful apple and pear crumble at home. While we're doing this, we're going to quickly have a look at how we got to this point.
Place the apples, pears, sultanas, sugar, cinnamon, cloves, orange juice and zest into a pan. Simmer gently for 10 minutes until softened. Cool, then remove the cloves. Spoon fruit into ramekins, leaving behind any excess liquid. Combine flour, sugar, baking powder, salt and walnuts. Rub in butter to make the crumble. Place the crumble onto the fruit, then bake at 180 degrees until golden. For the full recipe, visit the Espresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to expressoshow.com. You can also SMS the keyword Selati to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Just click on the link provided to view the recipe on our Mobi site. SMS cost R1.50, no free SMSs, T's and C's apply.
Okay, well, our keyword for this morning is Selati to 33728. We've got one that needs to still go into the oven. How long does it go into the oven for?
For about 35 minutes until it's nice and golden on top, and then the fruit must be bubbling around there. Yeah, it gets
to
all
make
nice
it look
and
even prettier. I see that there's
caramelly,
one that's ready-made already. So you can create this at home. We'll send you a link to the recipe. You click on it. And of course, those SMSs charged at R1.50. Grace, thanks for coming.
It's a pleasure.
This is beautiful.
Are you going to
It
taste
smells
some?
great in here. I am. While I'm having a taste, over to the other guys. They're making music in the sounds of acoustic element.
The sweetness lingers longer with another delicious recipe brought to you by Selati.